that right, the bottom line on page Kufun Zai. So the Kabbalah Mach Shemayim goes to the point where he will do things which are even opposite his personal preference. And he will do it only due to the fact that he is so dedicated. He's so dedicated to the order. And we explained yesterday that this possibility of this kind of dedication, not due to any overt reason, just a, so to speak, a fundamental reality. Hello? Only a fundamental reality. Where does this reality come from? That there should be such a relationship between two individual people. So we explained yesterday that this is due to the makif, that where all aspects of the world originate from. Because they originate in this makif, there is an inherent sense of the relationship between things, among things. You just touched it.
Yes.
Which is why there is a complete this kind of a relationship.
Just a second. Show.
Just join up, I'll let you in.
Just join up, he'll let you in. Right.
However, you have to understand that this union, that he's an Ebbet and he's doing the rotzing of the master, despite the fact that he has absolutely no appreciation of it. It's another fact, his appreciation is also in the opposite direction. So you would think that this is a phenomenal dedication, submission of an Ebbet. Nonetheless, it has to be understood that this is the low madrega about us. Despite the phenomenal dedication. Behu inyan Ebbet Kanani. This is the union of the Ebbet Kanani, that Ebbet Kanani. Ebbet Kanani means an Ebbet who does not have a personal mission in life. It's a Kanani. She'ein loi shum rotzoin, who does not have any rotzoin. I realize that there is a diuk. There's a nuance in this expression over here this morning, and now it became clear to me completely. Huinen Ebbet Knani, she'ein le shum rotzoin. You would think that the Rebbe would say, Shein Shum Rotzen be'avdus. He has no rotzen in the service. He's serving only as a result of his dedication to the master. And he does not have a rotzen to this dedication. But this is not what the Rebbe is saying. He has no will. Period. This is what we just been saying. Eved Kanani is one who does not have a personal mission in life at all. He has no rotzen at all. So what brings out the rotzen? What brings activity out of this Eved? And he acts rak mitzad oil ha'odin sholo. He only acts due to the oil, the yoke of the odin that is upon him. On his own, he has no sense of a mission in life. This is what we said yesterday. We explained that the whole world, everything in the world, are really contained and rooted in the makif. In other words, everything that exists in the world, despite the fact that it is of very finite significance, it still has a significance. And it still has significance as part of the whole world, because everything is originally contained in this makif. And thus, everything immediately points to what is my significance within the entire reality of the world. Evet Kanani is this Madri, Ein Shum Rotz. He has no will whatsoever. Let the world be what it is. It does not reach me. It does not touch me. It dawned on me at the recital this morning when the Rebbe says Ein Shum Rotze, and I thought it stopped in the middle of a sentence. Ein Shum Rotze la'avdos, to serve the Lord, but that's not what he says. In fact, the Beknani is one who Ein Shum Rotze, no Rotze whatsoever. He has no interest in participating in the world. And he acts rak mitzad oil ha'odin shol, only because of the oil ha'odin, of the yoke of the odin that's upon him. So here, it's clear that the oil ha'odin is what kind of makes him into a human being. Otherwise, he has absolutely no participation at all. So this, the Rebbe says, even though this is a complete avdos, but it's called a low level of avdos, because there is no rotzin, there is no submission of, the submission is insignificant, because the one who is submitting has no interest altogether. So he's submitting without any kind of struggle. He's giving anything up. He doesn't have an interest. Okay, now I'm Kufnu Ches in the middle of it. However, the true inyan, the true point, significance of Kabbalah Seir Machashamayim, the true inyan means the true significance. It's not just the submission that he is doing what the other is doing. That has no inyan because there's no human being there. The true inyan, the true significance of Kabbalah Machashamayim, who that is only sheyesh le'rotzim v'tanik b'avidos, that he has rotzim v'tanik b'avidos. He does have a rotzim and does have a tanik in his avodah. Why does he have a rotzim v'tanik in avidos? Why does he relate to this master? In his avodah? The answer is the relation to his master is really, it's called Kabbalah. He doesn't have a rotzim v'tanik in the relation. In avodah he has rotzim v'tanik. Let's finish the line. Rag she'ein zel tzerech atzmai. The principle of his avodah, of dedication, is the fact that his avodah is not the tzerech atzmai, which is why he's called an Ebed, Kabbalah soil. The inyan that he has a rotzim v'tainuk, b'avidos soil, is a reflection of the fact, as we said before, that everything in the world has a function, because everything is rooted and contained in a makif. And therefore he has a rotzim v'tainuk b'avidos, he has a rotzim v'tainuk in his participation in the world. And the inyan that he's an Ebed and oil, why is it called Kabbalah oil? The oil is that he is not doing it l'tzorech atzma. He's not doing it for his own sake and to accomplish anything for his own benefit. Only for the this is where the Kabbalah soil comes in. But the avodah itself is something which does give him satisfaction, because he is inherently a participant in the world. This koyach that he has a rotzim v'tanik ma'avodah. And the whole meaning that he's an Ebed is that he is dedicating it, his rotzim v'tanik, to serve his master, not for his own. This koyach that he does have a rotzim v'tanik, zehu b'neshomes Yisrael, is b'neshomes Yisrael. That is only in neshomes Yisrael. Mipnei shemushroshim b'bchinas ak. Because they are rooted in the bechina of ak, of Adam Kadmon. In other words, because they're rooted in ak, they're rooted in this makif. It is inherent in the neshama that there is he does recognize the world reality, and he wants to be a participant in it. Because everything in the world this is Adam Kadmon. There is an overall rotzeh, an overall makif that creates it intentionally. The Neshomas Yisrael are rooted in that makif. There's no such thing in the Neshomas Yisrael that he is there, he has no intent in life.
Do you mean that this makif is revealed in them? Surely all things originate in that makif.
All things in that makif, even with Canaan.
Yeah. Point of difference here is...
Okay, good question. It's a tough question. But we have to focus in. Again, we'll use a very simple moshul to identify these two things. here in this room. The room is like a makif. It encompasses everything that's in the room. Right now, we are sitting at this table. The makif of this room provides for this table. This table reveals, it's actually identifying, or the makif identified that it has a purpose, it's a function. It provides for a table, it provides for people to be able to sit and learn. This makif, this is the pnimis of the makif. This is a real makif, which is expressed on a functional level. In this same makif, there's a broken chair someplace over there. That broken chair does not serve to reveal what the makif is about. Yet the makif allows it to be there. It provides for its being there. Even if it's not a broken chair, it's a whole chair, but it's not in service.
Are we assimilating the broken chair to the Eved Knani?
Right. I'm saying a broken chair, when I say it's not necessarily a broken chair. The point is,
That doesn't.
it is also read in the makif, but it does not represent the purpose of the makif. It is there because the makif provides for it, inadvertently. You can also be there. I have no shortage of space. You can also be there. Like I said many times, at a wedding where there's an abundance of food, there could be people there visiting from the street, picking up from the smorgasbord, because who cares? But they're not invited guests. They're there because there's an abundance of food, not because they are part of what's going on. This is the Eved Knani. The Eved Knani is also rooted in, provided for by the makif, but not rooted in makif. He's not representing the makif. Representing what this makif stands for. This is what he's saying. Amitis in the Kabbalah sale, is really submission. But he does have a Rosh Hashanah. Why does he have a Rosh Hashanah? Because he's part of the market and he has a sense of a function, of purpose. He's a participant in what's going on. Why then is it called Kabbalah Soy? That he's avoiding his not is not to satisfy himself and not to give gain his own benefit, but it is to serve the master. And this koyach, to serve the master, despite the fact that and not for his own purposes, but to serve the master with rotzen, with intent, with appreciation. This koyach is in Shoshim b'chinas akar, because in the Shoshim b'chinas akar, they represent the inner rock. They present the rotzen elyon that there should be a world. And this is why, since they represent the rotzen elyon, that there should be a world, not the world that results from it, but the rotzen elyon that there should be a world. This is why there is an inherent rotzen in the Shomer Yisrael. And the Rebbe explains specifically what is Odom Kadmon per se. Really, Odom Kadmon. Kadmon, the word Kadmon means pristine. Pristine means original, that originates all other wills. Kadmon means that which precedes all existence. Nikra Ravo the Raib. Odom Kadmon is identified with this title of Ravo the Raib. Ravo the Raib, and that means the will of all wills. Rava means Rotzim. Rotzim of all Rotzim. Which is Bechinas Rotzim li Rotzim. This is the Bechina, it's called Rotzim li Rotzim. Let's see if we can delve into this. What is the meaning of Rotzim li Rotzim? So, the environment in which we're discussing it lends itself to get into it and to identify. There's a Rotzim, the final Rotzim is that which identifies valuable and interesting things. And therefore they pique your interest. We know, however, that there's a person who is so disinterested in life, in all the things that are going on, that there is nothing that can wake him up and bring him to some kind of interest, some kind of a pursuit. Because he has no rotzim, no rotzim. In order that there should be a rotzim, there has to be a rotzim, no rotzim. He has to have an interest in participation in the world. If he has interest in participation in the world, then you show him something in the world that says, oh yeah, I want. If he has no interest in participation in the world, it's a strange place for him. He's in his own mind, in his own experience, his own body, so to speak, his own thought. He's not interested in what's going on. So he doesn't have what's called the rotzim li rotzim. The world is not a reality. Ak, which is called rotzim li rotzim. What this is saying is this. Let me see if I can. Odom Kadmon, this is the origin of the creation. Before that, there was no creation. See, before that, there's no creation. So what was there before that the creation came into being? You could say before the creation into being, there was nothing. Like it says in the Chumash, that on the first day of creation, it says, the earth was tohu, was a mix of things which had not any identifying purpose. Emptiness for absolutely no design, no purpose. And it was darkness at the time. because there was nothing to identify. Then it said, "Vayim Elokim Yehi Oy Vahi Oy." Hashem said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Once there was light, that revealed that there's a whole world, and there's a valuable environment over here. This valuable environment that brought out a rotzen. Okay, I want to participate. I don't know what, but I want to participate. This is the Odom Kad. Before light came into being, there was no Odom. It wasn't an Odom. A Kad. There was no Odom. Because it was storyboard. Once light came into the world, it became Odom, but Odom Kad. Now it's Odom without a defining function. But that there is a definition, there is value to it, that was revealed immediately when there was light.
Again, value without defining function.
That's right.
So, with no agenda as of yet, but still.
But really there is value to it. He explained one time that this, let there be light and there was light. How can there be light if there's no luminary? Which means that this light was a light coming from a different source than the world. The world couldn't make sense of this light. It was a light that was provided from directly divine provision. In other words, the world could not yet orient itself and say, "Oh, I'm a real being." It just revealed that there is a purpose, that there is an intent in this whole creation. The intent belongs to whom? To the Creator, not to the world. Then on the fourth day, the Rebbe should put luminaries, and then became a world became entities unto itself. Before that, there was a rotzen, but there was no real function identity. This is what's called Odom Kadmon. This Odom Kadmon is of enormous significance at all levels, because this Odom Kadmon is a statement that despite whatever I do, there is a significance in the environment in which I'm functioning. Like we said many times, you can build a home. You have to build a home in a place where it belongs. If you build a home on Mars, it's not meant to be housing human life. The home will be the same structure, but it will not be a home. Because it doesn't have the will for the will to build it, to develop it. It doesn't have the market to develop it.
זה תחילתן נעוץ בסופן.
What?
זה תחילתן נעוץ בסופן.
Again.
זה תחילתן נעוץ בסופן.
No, again. So this is the pshat. The Ak, this is the source. This is Raivo de Chol Raivo. This is the source of will altogether. What does it mean? That before you identify anything in the world has to be recognized as a valuable place that you want to develop. The REBBE has that sense. The REBBE does not have that sense.
A valuable place. And when it says in Tanya, this level that yes and no, love and are equivalent, that's not a disinterest. You may think it's a disinterest.
Oh no. Okay, so this Lavahain Shovin is a different level completely. This Lavahain Shovin that Tanya talks about is not an inherent Lavahain Shovin. No, he has tremendous will for a real function. Lava Hashem means because he gave his will over to Avodas Hashem. Because he's given over to Avodas Hashem, so from his perspective, Tzedach Atzmai, there's no interest. But he has tremendous interest because he's part of the life of the right. I'm at the end of the third line. And from there, from this Rive of the Rive, Rotzen the Rotzen, that which provides, so to speak, as fundamental will that there is of value there. Nimshab and Shom, from there comes the Shom, Koyach said this Koyach. This Koyach to be completely bottled, but with the will to develop it, not just to a complete avoidance of any interest. He has a will, and the will is dedicated to develop it. Rabbi the Rebbe. When he's beetle rotzing, he's battling his own rotzing, to want, here he wants. What does he want? Kol mashu in his book. That which is Hashem's will, that's what he wants. The need that he wants, this is the Rebbe the Rebbe. That he has inherently because he has it from Adam Chadam. And this is where he dedicates to his functional level of to want only that which Hashem wants.